What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. My name is Kyle. We are joined by our first quad box of the season here in June. We got Jesse with us. We got John with us, who, for some reason, DraftKings, they don't tell you how many people are in the lobby. We were not able to get John in this draft. I think he pulled out of his draft, but we got John with us, and we got Matt Boehm in the lobby. Jesse, how are we doing?
We're doing wonderful. The lovely sponsor, DraftKings, letting us down. You hate to see it.
And they don't tell you how many people are in the lobby. We were trying to get all four of us in there. When we joined, John missed the cut, so he's gonna tag along. But the draft's already started. John, how are we doing tonight?
Good, man. Excited to see how. I probably won't stay the whole time, but I'll stick around for a little bit and tell you how y'all.
Yeah, you can. The draft kind of gets stale at one point. You can hang out with us for the first 20 minutes or so if you'd like. I got the 102. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb here. If you don't like CeeDee Lamb, sorry, he's really good. Matt, how are we doing tonight, dude?
Amazing as always. Hef, do you want to just draft for me? I'll just pick for you. How about that?
We can tag team it. We can tag team it. I'll follow along on Kyle's screen.
Yeah, I got the grid up. I'm gonna leave the grid up until it's my time to pick, and then I think the secret is you just kind of, I don't know, just don't say the player's name that you want to draft, because then he always goes.
That is your curse for real.
What's Matt Boehm at 6? This is your first DraftKings draft. The ADP looks kind of similar for the first round or two. It's going to change as we go forward, but drafting from the 106, it always seems like when I draft with you, you're in the freaking middle of the lineup.
Every time it's 5, 6, or 7. Every time. So I'm gonna land on Bijan every other time. So
I have Amon-Ra at 104. I have been getting Amon-Ra fall to the 6 or 7, which has been nice. So I've been packing those when I can. But it looks like, yeah, you're I don't know. Well, I'll let you and John take over here if you guys are drafting together.
If you want to do this or not?
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, hard to pass on
JJ
Jefferson. You're if you want a running back, go for it.
I'm going to do Justin Jefferson. He usually doesn't fall. So.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well.
Probably in drafters, he's gone by 4 every time.
All right, what's on Jesse's mind there at the 1-8? The 1-8 kind of stinks sometimes because you miss out on the top end receivers and you have to really think about those running backs.
Yeah, exactly. It's whether I'm not in love with Breece Hall right now, so I'll be hoping Bijan comes here. Otherwise, you're looking at then AJ Brown or Puka probably, and AJ Brown's probably a fine pick. He's not like a sexy pick, but he's a fine pick. So
I want to just kind of pull the room here. We have 4 guys with us. Are the Eagles an elite offense this year? Yes or no?
Not
Yes.
as they were.
Yes.
I think they're top 10, but they're not elite.
Yeah, still good, but not dominant like they were.
I want to see that Dallas Goedert 12 touchdown season one of these days. But I do like grabbing AJ Brown there. What are you guys' thoughts on Puka? I have a tough time taking Puka that early.
Yeah, I mean, healthy Cooper Kupp, right? At least for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I feel like Puka's way too high and Kupp's way too low in ADP.
I agree.
I guess, what are the first round picks that you guys don't feel great about? I struggle to click on Puka. I also struggle to click on Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit. I like to let him fall to the second round. Those are the 2 names that stick out to me. I guess Breece Hall's another one.
I
It's all
struggle
the
with
guys and Puka. I actually really like Gibbs. Drake London, but he's pretty much right in the beginning of the second round.
So when I like to get Gibbs, but I like to get AJ Brown or Wilson first, and I like to kind of send them around the corner because sometimes number 2, if I get to 10 or 11, I'll try that and I'll see if Gibbs comes back around.
Yeah.
All right. So Jesse, you got Bijan Robinson. Do you know who the Atlanta Falcons play Week 17?
I'm bringing it up right now. I think it's Washington, so it's not a real game.
Well, you got Terry, and maybe a couple of backup running backs. John, and do you guys got JJ? Do you guys know who the Vikings play Week 17?
No.
You should.
I can look it up.
No, you don't need to look it up, dude. It's the goddamn Green Bay Packers.
Oh, nice.
So the other thing with that is too, you guys should be targeting Seattle. It's the team that it's the stack that I called out earlier. There's 3 teams, game stacks that have meaning in weeks 15 and 16 as well. So when you're drafting Green Bay at Minnesota week 17, you want to grab Seattle players. Or you could also grab Chicago and New Orleans because they help you get to this week 17. And Jesse was correct with the Washington. You could also grab Saints, Raiders, Giants, and Eagles.
Yeah, I just grabbed Adams there.
You said New Orleans, so I should draft Olave.
Go back to the screen quick. Yeah, that's fine. Just go for it, Bam.
I'm doing Olave because you said Saints, right?
Yes, Olave I like a lot. Yeah,
Olave, there's no Packer yet for you, and there's no if ideally you guys get DK Metcalf at the 3-6.
That would be nice. That probably won't happen, but that would be really nice.
So for me, I got CeeDee Lamb. That ranks 4th on my target list, and they get Philadelphia. So I'm hoping for Devonta Smith, and then I'm going to tack on some dirty Panthers, Steelers, Commanders, and Buccaneers. But nobody really cares about week 15 and 16 on these, but I think that's a mistake.
It's hard to, with 30 seconds on the clock, it's really hard to process all of what you're trying to do. So I think that's why people focus on 17 is they're like, look, I can pick good players. And if I focus on 17 only, I'll build at least a good roster. And then if I make it to week 17, I have a good shot.
But like in your case, I guess both of your guys' cases, Matt, in round 3, there's no Packer there, but DK Metcalf is there. For Jesse, you're not grabbing a Commander or a Falcon there. So that's when you kind of want to be cognizant of what's going on. But I'm on the clock here. I missed out on a lot of good receivers, and they're ranking Kieran, Achane, Mike Will. I don't really like it.
Right?
I'm going to grab Devonta Smith just because I don't think he's going to come back around, and I want to continue to build out this Dallas-Philadelphia thing and hope that Jalen Hurts falls to me around 4-11 or I get the Dak stack. And wow, Derrick Henry at the 212. He goes so late in drafters. And
that's the highest I've seen him go this year.
So like 4 or 5 in drafters.
I get the big Mike. Let me just do my due diligence here. I can get Carolina, Pittsburgh, Washington, or Tampa Bay. So that fits what I'm doing. I'm going to do it.
That's a beautiful looking start.
Yeah, that's a great. That's A+.
Yeah.
Are these 18 or 20 rounders?
That's the beauty of DraftKings. It's 20.
Okay, it is 20. I don't have to worry about that.
Thank God. I hate 18.
Are we eyeing up running back next, or what are we doing?
Just gotta see. I like what Kyle was saying about DK Metcalf and balls. I start to think
or
diversifying
did
a little
DK
bit.
Metcalf yet? Because you guys you get Seattle, Chicago, New Orleans, and Seattle. So you guys already got the Olave. If DJ Moore's there, I'm open to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always taking DJ Moore. I mentioned that in the chat. My drafters, DJ Moore is.
I think I got him in every draft today that I did. It was nuts.
Right now, on my DK screen right now, I'm working with 0 clock. So it's very strange. I have no timer. It's no countdown. The clock is at 0.
Who do you like more, Matt? DK or DJ? DJ Moore.
Try the refresh, Jesse.
I think DK, because there's so many weapons on the Bears. I'm going to go DK.
Perfect.
The reason it makes more sense is because he's going to play the Vikings and the Packers both. And you already got the JJ. So he correlates a little stronger.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love this.
Pick, so it's just,
receivers.
I mean, DJ Moore is like a top 3rd round pick on drafters. So we'll see what's going on. What's running through Jesse's mind here? Is the clock working yet?
Clock's not working, so I'm just looking at the best board.
Well, you're up right now. You're on the clock right now.
You know you're up. You're up.
I can see when I'm up. It's just 0. So I just know
You got 20 seconds, so you're good.
I don't really love this board, but DJ Moore seems kind of like a really nice value right now. So I think I just need to pull the trigger.
Your partner teams were you need Saints, Raiders, Giants, and Eagles. So there was really nothing there for you.
And Malik, I mean, if you're talking Malik or DJ Moore, I'm just going to take DJ Moore there. I think they're similar players in an offense.
I'm actually surprised Neighbors goes this late here. In drafters, he's a 2-3 turn guy. And I don't click a lot of Neighbors. I don't think he's a top 15 receiver. But
my clocks just doesn't want to work for me. So that's.
Can you refresh F5?
I closed it out. I'm opening up the browser, so let's see if I can get there in time. How do I get to my live drafts?
You got about a minute yet. You're okay. You got to go to contests.
It's contests.
Otherwise, you're getting Travis Etienne.
I can pull it up on my phone.
Which is probably who we would take anyway.
Etienne's been dipping a lot on drafters. I've seen him fall into the 5th round.
Didn't their coach say we're gonna not work with card?
We got a triple RB start here. Gibbs, Barkley, and Pacheco at 311. That's a way to do it. You guys need any reminders on the best ball cheat sheet stuff?
Other than the Seattle, Chicago, New Orleans, that's pretty much it, right? Vikings and
guys-
At this point, we're hammering Green Bay, Minnesota, Seattle, New Orleans.
And you can also flip in Detroit if you want. If Sam Laporta falls, that's cool. He already went. If Monty falls, running back, like you can get Monty. That makes sense as well. I need to memorize mine now. Carolina, Pittsburgh, Washington, Tampa Bay.
So I'm on the clock and ETN fell here. I'm thinking it's probably just a good. I already got Bijan, so I really don't like. I like a more heavy wide receiver start. Receiver. I mean, I could go Tank Dell.
Can you go players for me so Hef can see? I'm thinking Trey McBride maybe. I don't even know. Reach a little.
Jesse's not sold on the Pickens. What do we got to do to sell him on George Pickens? A little early.
These are the available players. Are we up?
I'm up next. Yeah. Who do you want, Hef? ETN, Cooper.
Well, Josh
Pickens?
Jacobs fits really neatly into our stack.
I agree. I agree with that.
All right.
And I love Josh Jacobs, so he would be the first on my list. But I do like Etienne a lot. I'm obsessed with Etienne personally.
But if you don't take Jacobs here, you could line up Jaden Reed in the 5th and start to build out that Love stack. I don't think Josh Jacobs fits well with Jordan Love because when Jacobs is running hot, Love's not going to run hot. But against Minnesota Week 17, it could be a Jacobs type of day.
Could be.
I mean,
we're committed now.
that offense is gonna. All boats will be rising in that Packers offense. The receivers are where I have concerns, but
you got 3 studs, so it makes sense to kind of balance it out. But Jesse, tell us why Josh Jacobs is the best value on the board there.
Don't start with me on Josh Jacobs.
I could tell you it's because in Las Vegas last year, or the last 3 or 4 years combined, only Derrick Henry ran into more stacked boxes, like 7, 8-man boxes, than Josh Jacobs in the NFL. And I think that's going to change significantly going forward, and he's going to have a much easier time running the ball.
I can also add into. Kyle, you're up. Go ahead.
I got hit. Someone sniped me on guy, so I'm gonna reach for a little Terry McLaurin here. But someone took Jalen Hurts unstacked.
Dude, I swear it happened all the time this year by 1 pick before.
But that's okay. I'm gonna line up Dak Prescott hopefully, and Washington is one of my teams that I have to be cognizant of because they do play Dallas and Philadelphia. So I just gotta find some other. I probably need to land Dak, Goddard, maybe Jake Ferguson. Those are my guys coming up, but we'll see. But I don't know. I am finding Marshawn Lloyd to be one of the best values right now at the running back position. And I click a lot of Marshawn Lloyd.
I would add on Jacobs here. One nice thing when you're doing a draft, snake style draft, you don't get to ultimately decide who's going to fall to you or not. Jacobs is kind of that last guy in the tier of running backs here. There's kind of a little bit of a drop off. So getting Jacobs is kind of feels good getting that last guy in the tier of running backs in this 3-4 round range.
Jesse, though, tell me why James Cook shouldn't go ahead of Josh Jacobs.
I love James Cook. I mean, basically was an RB1 last year, just on the outside looking in. Diggs is gone. Gabe Davis is gone. A lot of targets are gone. So I think we're going to see a slight bump in targets. And I don't think they didn't bring anyone in really to compete there. I mean, you got Ray Davis, who was, I believe, a 4th-round running back. Probably a bit of a change of pace guy. And at the end of the day, Josh Allen had, 15 touchdowns rushing, 16? Yep. Is he going to do another 15 or 16 rushing touchdown season? If he doesn't, those are probably going to James Cook. So just tack off 2 or 3 extra touchdowns. He's comfortably an RB1, and he's going at somewhere in the range of RB 14, 15.
He's the best player on the Bills offense outside of Josh Allen. So that I think James Cook's one of the best values. He should be in that Josh Jacobs, Travis Etienne tier, but he goes later, way later than them.
Can we see the player list real quick, Kyle?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to reach on Keenan Allen right here real quick.
You can
Bears,
get
right?
Bears fit. Otherwise, Jaden
Or
Reed.
Jaden Reed, my friend.
I don't know. I don't want Josh Jacobs and Jaden Reed, do I?
I do, but I follow. Also, Seattle, we could take Ken Walker if that.
No, wait. Ken Walker will come back around.
I'm going to do Keenan.
Also, I really like Rashad White at running back. I know it's kind of against our.
I almost did Rashad White myself at 52, but I thought Trey McBride was dipping a little bit there. So Rashad White he's a good receiving back, dude. In a full PPR format, he's going to catch 60, 70 passes this year.
He was top 11, top 12 last year, and he's probably nothing's changed for him personally.
What was he like RB4 last year?
He's top 8. Jesse, do you need a reminder of what teams you need?
Oof. No, I got the list up here. I was about to pivot to a Baltimore-Houston stacker and grab managers there, but I got Jibs, so now I'm kind of back to the drawing board here. Well, it looks nice here. Nothing really sticking out to me here. I might grab Kamara here as another running back.
It's a free range pick for you. You like Kamara this time?
Not really. I don't love it. No. I just timed out. Stupid timer. Who did I get? I got the Del Stroud tag. It was in my mind, but I didn't know if I was going to take a quarterback there.
Now you're on Baltimore Houston watch. You can maybe add a late round likely. You could add a Rashad Bateman. You can get some Miami players in there too, which is nice.
Bill backdoor.
What does first place get for this one? Like $1 million or something?
$1 million.
So if I take first, I'm gonna have to split it with half, aren't I?
Yep.
No, don't tell me this one.
No, you can have it.
Just don't tell him you won.
You can stay at my house for free forever now.
You can have it.
No more Airbnb.
First place is 1.5 mil. Second place is 1.
Shit.
So just don't tell him it was this one. Otherwise, you can charge him $10 right now, and you guys are copacetic.
There we go.
No, you're good. You can have this one, Bam.
Where's everybody at?
Boy, though.
Where's everybody at? Anthony Richardson there. He went right behind Jesse at 5'9".
I'm nervous.
No me gusta.
I am nervous.
I think it's Joe Flacco season. I think it's going to be Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Jelani Woods, like passes, like from like week 11 on.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's the same problem I have with Stroud, though. It's like these guys are way too high compared to all the quarterbacks that come immediately after them, pretty much.
I know Jesse got auto-picked Stroud. I think he's one of the worst QB values on the board. Like, give me
absolutely.
Prescott in the 8th. Give me Jordan Love in the 8th. Like, give me Kyler Murray in the 7th. I think as good as CJ Stroud can be, like they're still going to run the ball with Joe Mixon, and I don't see it with him in the 5th round. Luckily, you got Tank Dell, so you're gonna have to reach on Dalton Schultz, Jesse, for the brand here. But tell us what's going through your mind here. Is there any relatable stacks that you can get for your build?
Honestly, from a stacking perspective here, I have a few guys queued up. Just looking at the list, nothing really striking me as like this is the good stack pick. I really like Godwin though.
Yeah,
6th round value on Godwin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and snag him.
I've seen Godwin go in the 4th round. His ADP on drafters is definitely moving way up. Like he's a mid 5th, early 5th round pick these days, so that's a great value. And Jaden Reed slipping to 6.2. That's surprising because he's usually a late 4th, early 5th. But Matt Boehm, John, take it away. I'll show John the players here. Let's get some conversation going.
Kenneth Walker might fall. Aaron Jones, D-Mont.
Yeah, we need a running back. Did he
got a lot of options?
Kenneth just went. Damn.
We could use Detroit, so Montgomery's not a bad choice.
Or Minnesota with Aaron Jones.
Honestly,
I have Jefferson already, so
your choice. Who do you prefer? Yeah, we have. I mean,
but Aaron Jones is a stud though.
Aaron Jones
very
revenge.
good.
Green Bay week 17.
Aaron Jones or
touchdowns.
Aaron Jones or Demo?
The only reason I like Demo a little more is because I think his body holds up. But I'm fine with either. Very happy with both.
I did it.
People forget.
Kate Walker would have been the nuts, but
Yeah, that'd have been sexy. People forget Demo was RB 13 or 14 last year. What was he?
he was really good, and he didn't even have like a passing volume. Like he just scored a touchdown every game that he played in.
Oh, you got Dax. Nice.
What the hell? What the hell?
DraftKings.
All right.
Snipers everywhere.
Uh,
Look how many tight ends went. That's crazy.
I mean, I
Crazy.
think Deontay Johnson's just a really freaking good wide receiver. He also fits my build here for Dallas Philly because I think Dallas gets Carolina week 15, which is nice. And Deontay Johnson's usually a 5th round pick on Drafter, so I'll take Deontay all day there. What's if I say over under 90 receptions on Deontay Johnson, you guys taking the over or the under?
Over.
I think he's a beast this year for Bryce Young.
I think Panthers gonna be passing. They're gonna be down still every game. It's just gonna be force feeding.
What was the over on? What are you setting here?
90 receptions on Deontay.
I'm gonna go under because he misses 4 to 6 games almost every year.
He's not an injury prone guy though.
I think he's had a few years where he's missed multiple games.
Ooh-wee! I just had some fun. I just went for Kyler Murray. I got the Kyler Murray, Trey McBride stack. I'm gonna wrinkle in some shit here. I can do some. And Carolina correlates with that too, so I got that going for me. But I got a Trey McBride, Kyler Murray stack. John, tell me how high the ceiling is for Trey McBride.
It's very high. I mean, he's. I sometimes think he's being drafted a little high ADP wise, but I mean, you wouldn't be shocked if he finished tight end 2, tight end 3, top 5 certainly. So he's getting drafted like that.
All right, talk Matt Boehm out of Keon Coleman here, round 6.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Ever heard of Jordan Love?
So I'm up. Addison or Dunze?
He's the top.
Watson.
Yeah, or Jordan Love. I really like, kind of keeping our stack going. But I like Keon Coleman. I like Brian Thomas. I like Zamir White. I like a lot of these running backs, honestly.
Matt Boehm, take the wheel.
Your choice, Bam. What are you feeling?
Go big or go home.
Goes for the GB stack.
Yeah. Well, and that keeps us.
Jordan Love might come back around the corner because all these teams have QBs on the back end here.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So that was probably the right move. And now you can build out that Green Bay thing. Although Matt Boehm, tell me how tempting that was to click Keon Coleman there.
0 because I'm actually sticking hardcore to your strat here. So I mean, I pick him in drafters if he falls because I do think he could be a sneaky rookie receiver.
I just know you click on Keon Coleman in like early 6th round and you see him here 7.6 and you're probably like thinking, holy crap, like this is insane.
I'm committed to your strategy this time, not deviating.
Jesse grabs Zamir White there at 7-8. He's continuing to build out that little Raiders thing for the week 15-16 correlation. Jesse, are you lining up like you're kind of stuck on Ravens until later here, but like what are you hoping to grab to help build this team?
Yeah, unfortunately, the Baltimore thing didn't play out, and I got auto the Stroud, so I'm trying not to force anything on Houston. But I'm just looking at this Atlanta-Washington stack here, still thinking kind of how can I piece things together. I've now kind of backdoored Zamir with Devontae, and that correlates with New Orleans, so I'm pretty much hoping to get some New Orleans players here. I got a couple backdoor end stacks that I could kind of piece together. New Orleans is a cheap stack. Giants are a cheap stack.
15 seconds.
Giants are the cheapest stack. There's so much
right now. I don't really love anything here. Raheem kind of fits into the Houston.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for Raheem, the dream.
Where Jalen Warren still on the board?
Jordan Love. Hopefully doesn't get sniped here.
Wow, you guys are gonna get a gift here in terms of DraftKings ADP if Love falls there.
He might take him. We'll see.
Raheem Mostert, Jesse,
Beautiful.
he's one of those players that
Nice.
I need to start clicking on more because I think Raheem Mostert's a really damn good player in the 8th round. He can win your freaking league if he plays 17 games.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to keep him fresh. I mean, they brought in Jalen Wright. I don't think they're going to really heavily use any of their running backs, but I think it allows their running backs to be efficient, which they've proven that they can be. And so as long as they can maintain that efficiency, I think there's going to be touchdowns for Mostert, no doubt, in that offense.
Are they seriously going to give me Jalen Warren here?
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
This is ridiculous.
CHR has an idea. Oh,
My most 2 drafted players, Curtis Samuel and Jalen Warren, are available. This is a gift. I'm going 0 RB here with my build. Jalen Warren is the ideal pick here. Unbelievable.
Nice.
That's a great pick.
he's feeling good.
He's got so much upside this year.
I think he's a top 15 fantasy running back. He was RB20 last year, and I know Arthur Smith is kind of like he's a loser. Well, Austin Eckler 8.12. Holy crap! He's a 10th round pick on drafters, so that's a gift. But
ADPs are wild.
Jalen Warren is the best. He is the easiest running back to click right now. I struggle right now because I want to click Curtis Samuel so hard, but I am rich on receivers. I kind of want to click Jonathan Brooks, but I'm going to take the value here and collect Curtis Samuel, who I think is getting 5-6 targets per game, 5-6 catches per game.
Honestly, that's fun. Yeah, you can just punt RB to the very end. Just get lucky.
So the pockets that I have found is that coming up in the 10th, 11th, 12th round, running backs are the best pocket to click. Doesn't matter who it is, you're going to like that RB2 upside there. But Matt Boehm and John here are the best players available. I'll let you guys talk through it.
Yeah, who are we thinking? On the clock. Damn. This is the best available, right?
Yeah, I like Brooks a lot.
Yeah.
Is he going to play, though? Isn't he still hurt?
He's going to be ready.
It'll be a second half guy.
We could potentially use a tight end like Goddard or Bowers, but I do like Brooks a lot. Because we already have some good running backs. I don't really see any stacks here either for us. So
I'm going to do Brooks.
He's just like super high upside. I mean, at RB1 he's kind of scary, but as our RB3 he's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't like to think about this very often, but I think he's got like Breece Hall upside back end of the year where he's just like the best player on the Panthers and he's just getting 5 catches per game and getting 15 carries and he's just a beast. But I think that's in him.
Even with his injury, he was the first running back taken this year. So
a lot, yeah.
Massive investment by the Panthers. Not that they're wise with their investments all the time, but
you got 15 seconds here. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double dip on QB and grab Jaden Daniels here.
Yeah,
lock in that little Atlanta Washington.
So ideally, if that Bijan Washington game, you're getting the 2 top scorers in that game, that makes a lot of sense. And now you can kind of have fun. Maybe you look for Jahan Dotson. Maybe you look for. What are your thoughts on Ben Sinnott?
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be the darling, right?
Yeah.
So I personally have not clicked on him anywhere yet in my best balls, but if this is the dirtiest stack of all time I'm building, it's Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Washington. So if there's ever a time to just commit, it's right now.
Well, you got Jacoby Myers coming up pretty soon. You also have Jahan Dotson. You also have you have Darnell Mooney later. Like you could build this out and be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Caleb Williams at 9-12 there on drafters, guys. Like he goes end of the 10th round, 11th round now. He's one of the biggest ballers of the week, and I've been enjoying that discount all week. We have a run on QBs here: Caleb, Jared, Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. Trey Benson. Jesse, you got about 20 seconds on the clock here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, this board is not looking fantastic. I need a tight end, and the best available tight end just happens to be Dalton Schultz. So it's a brand.
So are we all in agreement? Trey Hawkinson's one of the worst picks you can make in best ball drafts this year,
Yes.
as well as Nick Chubb.
Yeah, they're not going to play.
And when they do play, they're going to be shells of themselves. So November, enjoy the 6 points per game.
Yeah.
Can we see the player list, Kyle?
Yeah.
If Sutton falls, I might take him.
Well, Sutton's like an 8th-round pick on drafters, and Shakir is too. But there goes Sutton.
Oh,
DK does not buy into receivers early.
Yeah, they're
you
kind of.
want to have 20 seconds.
We could use another RB, couldn't we?
We could, yeah. Singletary, who you liking?
I'm not in love with any of these guys, but I kind of like B. Rob Jr. I kind of like Singletary. I could be really interested in Gus, and a little less excited about Zeke, but I could, I understand.
I did Gus.
Nice.
He's going to be the lead back.
Yeah, I think. Well, Brooks is kind of a like high upside guy, whereas Gus is a nice like safe floor guy. So I think that's just good roster management right there, Bame.
I think those two complement each other well because you're going to get Gus heavy in the early season and Jay Brooks as he gets healthier. I think that's a good way to do it.
Yes, nice little 4-headed monster at RB now.
I see what's lining up for you here, Kyle.
Oh, are you thinking dirty Zeke, dude?
No, I see that Week 17 LA Arizona stack lining up for you.
I don't want to do that. Josh Palmer?
Palmer's nuts. No, the Blake Corum, baby. Your 0 RB build.
So he's down on the list too. I'm gonna send him around the corner, and I'm gonna click on Zeke and get that Dallas thing and see if this guy sends Palmer on the corner. Cause he wasn't on the list. Wait, it gave me Nick Chubb.
Too slow, bro.
Oh no!
Oh no! Turn the PC off. Go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
After we just got done talking about he's not going to play.
Of course, he's the. And then,
you can't write this.
All right. So who's more valuable to me, Ezekiel Elliott in my Dallas Cowboys stack, or Blake Corum, who's apparently lighting up camp?
All I know is you have to just decide ASAP.
God damn it, Nick Chubb! What the fuck?
You had it perfect. You had Zeke Corum lined up.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Oh man!
And then
Although I do like Devin Singletary's value this late.
Yeah, I agree.
God damn it! I had the perfect team.
All right, back to the player list, Kyle.
Yeah. Matt Bame, take it away. Take it away.
Who are we taking?
Bame, we still need a tight end, correct?
Yeah.
It works, you assholes.
Cole Kmet, I'm down. Bears. We need Bears, right?
No. Let's do what do you think about Zach Charbonnet or Dontavian Wicks for our stacks?
I do not like Zach.
There's only one answer here, guys.
I'm taking
Zeke. Take Zeke.
Zeke?
There's only one answer.
They fucked up.
You got Jordan fucking Love, dudes.
Too bad.
That's all right. We got Watson.
They didn't take the Wicks.
What are you doing, dudes?
They don't like deep stacks.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, Wicks could not play. He might not play though.
Yeah, he's
not a guarantee. He finished the season hot, but he's not a guarantee.
Did you guys hear the Matt LaFleur quote on Romeo Doubs today?
No, what was that?
He's their all-pro receiver.
Oh, the Rashid Shaheed.
I mean,
Jesse, take Dontavian Wicks, please. Let these guys cry about it when you win the Millie with this dirty Atlanta Washington.
Yeah, but what about Jacoby? Don't I just need to grab my Jacoby right here?
Yeah.
Or do I have to reach on Dotson here? That's the real question. Dotson could swing.
Watson might swing around. I think Jacoby's more vital.
Yeah, I'm definitely lining up a Gardner Minshew.
God
third QB
damn it!
right here.
I can't believe they gave me Nick Chubb. This is
Kyle's pissed. He's never gonna let this down. He's like, I'm never drafting a DraftKings again.
Dude, I have learned you have to queue guys up. Worst case, you just take your top queued guy. It's like
I don't think I took 30 seconds. That's all. I think I took 25.
these are quick ass timers.
Yeah, I think I took
They are
25.
fucking
I,
quick.
I was not scared about making my pick, and I even clicked it. Like it's insane. I really do like the Josh Palmer value though at 11-12. I think or 11-10. I think he's a really good pick there. And Cole Kmet 11-11. That's really early.
Yeah.
I know the timer actually is 27 seconds. It's not 30.
I'm getting sniped on Dotson here. Guarantee it.
We got a Don Tavian Wicks falling here. You guys are kings if that happens. Otherwise,
I think we need tight end though. Like we got to get.
Musgrave.
A little Musgrave action.
Is he there? Is he there in this?
Oh, come on.
His ADP is 151.
Let's let Jesse take us through his thought process, though.
It's going to be Dotson, baby. Hold. Dotson starts building out my wash stack, which I have a Washington.
Dude, Dotson's good.
I like Dotson, man. I think he's going to have a good connection with Jaden.
He just said F it last year. Like last year was a struggle.
Yeah, there was a quote that Howell and Dotson got different playbooks last year. Like it wasn't a real thing, but it was like it seemed like they were just so not on the same page that they were basically running different offenses.
Have Freiermuth or Musgrave?
Go with Musgrave because Freiermuth could fall maybe.
Well, no, his ADP is 140, so it's right on it.
You guys don't need to force Freiermuth. I think Musgrave's the priority.
Yeah, we want to stick with the
You guys are gonna get Wicks here.
Musgrave
Screw
is
Musgrave.
I think Wicks is the pick. That's insane.
All right, take Wicks. Take Musgrave. Take Musgrave.
But he could make it back. His ADP is 151, and 11 picks away.
All right, we'll take whoever you want then.
You don't take him. I'm gonna take him.
Oh, he's calling it out.
Freiermuth, Musgrave, or Hill?
Musgrave.
I'll read it. Fuck it.
Don't tempt me with a good time, Taysom Hill.
Hey, don't. I need that. I need Taysom.
Good.
Tackle
I'm looking at you, Kyle.
every position.
I'm looking at you, Kyle.
He deserves to be a top. Taysom Hill over Dalton Schultz for me. I think he's a 10th round pick.
I need Taysom on this team. It will round out my Raider Saints Week 17 stack.
Kendra would have been a nice consolation for you if no Jahan. But
Yeah,
I can't believe I got auto picked a motherfucking
Nick Chubb.
just take Rico. What are the chances that Rico's just better than Zeke anyways?
If you told me I had Rico and Zeke right now, I'd be so happy. I have a fucking burnt 10th round pick right now. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
And Aaron Rodgers, 12-12. This guy is drunk.
His number's 12.
Dude,
12.
Don't you know
He's
that?
number 8 now.
Don't you know Mike Williams for Aaron Rodgers is an elite stack?
Unbelievable.
Dude, this guy's just playing mind games with us.
Tricky Ricky Pearsall. All right, I'm sorry, guys. You guys both could use a little Marshawn Lloyd, but he's the best player on the board. And
We're good. We're good on RB now.
Just don't take Taysom from me. That's all I care about.
I'm gonna let him slide, but I'm taking Marshawn Lloyd because I need running backs, and I got screwed on Nick Chubb. I'll maybe get 8 points a game out of him in November. What if Nick Chubb's a league winner? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
What if he is?
Okay. We're all going to have takes that are absolutely opposite of what plays out. That's just how the great game plays.
Is there a Steeler Cleveland Pittsburgh Cleveland game sometime in the fantasy playoffs? Maybe the shitty weather, maybe running backs.
Well, I'll give John. This is the best players available as it approaches Matt Boehm. Your boy Pat Freiermuth is falling. I don't think there's
I'm on the clock. Matt Stafford.
You guys can reach on a little Ty Chandler action, who might be the starting running back.
Who are the best tight ends?
Wow, where's
Taysom Hill? Taysom Hill. That's it.
Chandler went.
uh,
Don't take Hill from me.
I'm taking him.
Don't take Hill. This is the New Orleans Vegas stack I need.
I need New Orleans as well.
Yeah, we need New Orleans as well.
Seattle, Chicago, New Orleans.
Yeah, I've lost all respect.
We're just playing our game. We're just
I
playing our game. I mean, we got sniped. If Freiermuth was there, I'm always forcing.
Yeah, I was clicking on Freiermuth, but he went. So
Don't
It's
talk.
not our fault, Jesse.
You
Trip
lost
it.
privileges to talk.
Blame
So
Tribbett.
you win Darnell Mooney here.
That's great.
Honestly, I think Darnell's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's the Atlanta corollary.
Look at you get Darnell Mooney.
Let's see if the great Ben Sinnott will fall.
He will.
You can't get mad with Darnell Mooney.
I'm like at round 19, and Ben Sinnott still hasn't
Are
gone.
you gonna pair him with Zach Ertz round 20?
Zach Ertz will probably break people's souls.
All right, just line up Rondell Moore for us, and then we're good.
I gotta find out where's Minshew's ADP on this bad boy. 219.
John asked me an interesting question today earlier. Who's the starting Raiders quarterback week 1?
Oh, it's Gardner Minshew.
I don't think so, man.
That's no questions. It's Gardner Minshew, man.
I think
They love him.
I think they have more going with Aiden O'Connell, and if the battle is even, they're going to lean towards the guy that's been there for a year, and Minshew can be the hero from week 7 on. If the team is bad, bring in Minshew.
Minshew puts asses in seats from week 10 onwards.
I just need him in week 17. When the Las Vegas Raider, New Orleans Saints.
That's when
wins a
he's gonna take over the second half of the season.
All right, John, here's your best available.
I'm taking Geno if he doesn't take him. He has 0 QB.
Hey, thanks for taking Taysom.
All right, that's smart, Bame. That's really smart. That fits our stack really good. And QBs seem to be kind of flying off the board a little bit here.
Yeah, he might take him though.
You never know. He's sniped us a few times though. He's a little son of a biscuit.
There we go.
Hey,
The Geno's a good play.
Gino the Bambino.
Noah Fant in about 4 rounds.
Oh shit! All of our QBs are by week 10, Bame.
We'll get Daniel Jones.
Wait till you see how many bye week 14 guys I have.
It's fun to punt the week.
Both my tight ends and both my quarterbacks week 14.
Oh baby.
Drafters does it so well, dude. They just present
Yeah,
everything so much better.
I hate this so much.
It's better.
Yeah, the draft board is annoying.
I have to take Cade fucking Otten here in round 14 right now.
Gardner, week 14. Who's he play?
But you're looking for Tampa Bay, though, right, Kyle?
I'm looking for Tampa wrinkles here because I'm kind of out on Philadelphia and Dallas.
We need Saints, so if Derek Carr falls, should we take him or no? By week 12.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
Taysom Hill.
Yes.
All right. If he falls, we'll take him.
All right, I got a nasty Cade Otten, Trey McBride duo, same by week 11. So nobody take Mike Gesicki on me, okay?
No, I'm gonna need that third tight end. So, and I can't take Likely because that's week 14. God damn it!
You're screwed.
So-
What happens if somebody takes last? You should get your money back if you take dead last.
Yeah, you should get at least 10, $12 back.
I mean, that's kind of like a pride, dead last, bro.
Let you know.
Ugly. This is all the players that nobody cares about.
Yeah, pretty much.
The island of misfit toys.
All right, I'll build out the Michael Wilson Arizona thing. I got Kyler Murray, so it makes a little sense. I'll go back to the board. John, let me know when you need to see the players. You want to see?
Yeah, do it.
Oh shit, that went fast.
Yeah, they all pick. These guys in the middle here all pick instantly.
That must be auto.
I'm taking Derek Carr.
They're a leak.
All right.
Noah Fant's coming up quick though, boys. Noah Fant is high on DK.
No, we can't. We got to avoid week 10s now.
Yeah, we gotta get some points week then.
Is he gonna take Isaiah Likely and Juwan Johnson?
No, I can't take 4 tight ends. I'm gonna need a third quarterback.
Do it, Jesse. You dirty little
No,
bitch.
I'm looking up little rookie riser Tyrone Tracy.
Ooh, don't get me started on Tyrone Tracy.
I want to go on.
Damn, that's a
Tell
dirty
him.
little rookie RB. 3 in a row right there.
the new Antonio Gibson, boys. He is the new Antonio. John, you drafted Antonio Gibson in our 3rd round of our dynasty draft, and you came away a rich man off of it. Tracy is better than Devin Singletary. He's already getting 3rd down work. He's with the ones doing third down and receiving work in June. In June, he's already got it down. Just wait till July in training camp. Tyrone Tracy's probably catching 45, 50 balls this year.
Wow.
He's a sexy pick. He's a totally sexy pick.
It's 3 receivers too, right?
3
receivers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need receivers. That's really big.
Yeah, we need like all receivers going back.
Available. Noah Fant is glaring.
If Noah Fant's there, I'll take him, but we need receivers bad.
I'd be out to skip Noah Fant.
I'm taking a lot of guys I never take, and the next one is gonna be a real shocker.
Jesse, are you up?
I'm up in 1.
Just don't take my mans, okay?
I'm not taking your mans. I got 4 running backs.
Jolene.
Oh, sorry,
mans.
they took your mans.
Can you click on wide receiver for Hef, Kyle? Click on players wide receiver.
Ryan Jaden Daniels, baby.
Dude, we got slim pickings. We're up.
I like Mims. I like Demario Douglas.
It's Mims.
I'll do Mims. Yeah. He's falling.
Mims.
Man, if I would have gotten London in that second round, this Atlanta-Washington stack would have been
nice,
meaty.
Yeah, Mims was the right pick there. It doesn't matter if he fits your build or not.
Yeah, not everyone needs to fit.
Yeah, we're just doing best available now.
Oh, yeah.
He fell 7 picks, too. That's crazy.
I just can't believe Baker Mayfield goes 14.2. That's insane. I need a QB2.
You need a QB2? Good God.
Fucking luck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
Actually, I got
Bryce Young's actually cooking right here.
A little Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, Bryce Young might be good.
Yeah, do it.
That's cooking for you right there.
Bryce Young, baby.
We got 21 seconds here. This guy got Joe B and Aaron Rodgers. He ain't taking B Young, is he?
I would just make a pick now so you don't get autoed.
5 seconds.
Don't risk it. Just take Young.
Make a pick.
No. And they got the same buy. God damn it.
You got that Mike Evans. You got that. That's a good thing. You got that. It's a big stack for you. That's a really big stack.
We're going to take Bo Nix. We're going to be fine. All right, Tyler Boyd. Oh, my goodness. What? Nothing sticks out here at all. I'm not taking Noah Fant because I'm going to let that slide to the boys. I don't mind a little Javon Baker action. He's a little fun upside pick. Otherwise, yeah, this is nasty. This is unbelievably bad. I'm going to take. I'm going to go Jalen McMillan here because he's Mike Evans' third wing.
He fits the stack.
Jalen McMillan's he's a guy I click a lot. I like taking him at this late. He's the third. It sounds like they've already given him the keys to the third starting receiver spot over Trey Palmer, and he was. I mean, if Romo Dunze wasn't there, we'd probably be talking about a lot about McMillan, Washington. But John, I'll show you. John, these are the best players as you're up to pick. Matt Bain, let him know when you guys are on the clock.
We're up. No Fant?
Gifted.
Yeah, you can go with Fant if you want. Otherwise, whoever your favorite receiver is, like, there's not many receivers on the overall board right now.
All right.
There's no receivers left.
Jesse, tell us what you already grabbed. You grabbed. You're up to pick. What do you got?
I just got sniped. I wanted Juwan Johnson. So
can you tell us about your favorite player in the whole pool, though, Luke McCaffrey?
Yeah, Luke McCaffrey. If you didn't know, he's the brother of Christian McCaffrey. We're gonna take Daniel Jones here real quick. Lock in my third quarterback and build a little giant backdoor here.
The Tyrone Tracy stack is nuts.
It's lit. It is live. It correlates with, I believe, Washington. Maybe not.
Yeah, you
correlates with Atlanta. Does it correlate with Atlanta?
You got a little
ATL Giants Week 16.
There you go. You got Bijan and Luke McCaffrey scoring 82 points.
I just want to say this might be the nastiest fucking playoff stack of all time. And I want to see how well it does.
Jesse, if you're not going into your draft targeting Falcons and and Redskins. I don't know what you're doing.
And Raiders and Giants. I mean, we're talking about some of the elite offenses.
But one of these teams is going to be the nuts.
One of them's getting through.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons just dominate this year as Kirk Cousins.
All right, Jesse, I'll let you take it away. See if you can find any more Giants. But John, these are the best players available.
We need receivers.
I lost Jalen Hyatt. Somebody took Darius Slayton in the 16th. Like, what? This is rookie. This is absolutely disgusting.
Who's the best tight end available right now?
That's a great question. Who would you say? It's Mike Gesicki, obviously.
Gesicki or Woods, yeah.
Kyle, can you show us the receiver only list?
Honestly, these tight ends are disgusting, and I need a third.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Jesse, Rondale Moore.
Is he hanging out?
Yeah.
He's at 23 ADP. He's lingering, dude. He's live.
Where's he at? Oh, he's way down there.
223. You're a little
8 seconds.
You gotta get the goods.
5 seconds.
You
3,
big?
2.
I got
Foreman?
Oh,
Deontay Foreman.
DJ Chark fallen. Did we take him or no?
No. Kyle, go back to the list. I want to see
Jalen Tolbert, Elijah Moore, Chase Claypool, Kendrick Bourne, Rondell
Yeah,
Moore.
I like Tolbert and maybe even Malik Washington, but I would
10
go
seconds.
Tolbert.
Just tell me. 10 seconds.
Tolbert.
All right. No DJ Chark hype?
No.
I just feel like Quentin Johnston, he might not be the real deal. He might just get benched because he keeps dropping stuff. So
Yeah, but Quentin Johnson, where's Chark play?
Is it
Chargers.
Yeah. These are 4-string receiver now.
Well, I think they got Ladd and they got Quentin and they got Palmer. So I don't think they're going to be throwing that much to begin with.
He's just got the deep threat, and best ball.
Tolbert is
Oh yeah.
Tolbert's the better pick.
wide receiver 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's who I wanted. That's why I didn't show John the receivers. So I'm gonna grab the dirty Mike Gesicki here, the top 12 tight end that everybody doesn't know yet. Call it good.
And it's not because I'm a Bengals fan.
He's gonna get me 42 points week 11 when K. Dotton and Trey McBride are on bye.
You got some sick thoughts in your head, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Will Shipley here just because he correlates with Philadelphia. He might be the starting running back by week 17, so I'll grab that, and then I'm gonna grab your favorite disgusting scrub quarterback to finish my draft.
How many times do you think Michael Penis Jr. has been drafted in best ball?
Before the draft, a lot. After the draft, like hardly ever.
I'm thinking about
Do you want running back or receiver half?
last round pick.
Week 17, he might be starting. You never know.
I like Roderick Esteem a little bit, running back out of Denver.
If Falcons aren't in the playoff hunt,
There you go, John. Best players available.
Otherwise,
Draft. Happy with a good time.
I like.
I like Madison, to be honest. I don't know if White's going to hold up the whole year.
Yeah, Madison's fine. We
thanks for taking
we could
guys.
use Madison.
thanks. I didn't want him.
Nobody wants Madison except Matt and John.
I still think he's got value. He's not a boss.
I mean, he's an RB2 and he's round 19. We're not beating ourselves up here.
How's that Gardner Minshew snipe feel?
I wasn't taking him because I got 3 quarterbacks, but I do need a week 14 tight end, and these guys all suck.
Tucker Kraft, dude.
Now we're just gonna take Michael Mayer.
Yeah, that's good.
People forget he's actually a good tight end. Maybe he'll get traded.
I personally think the Raiders' best offensive personnel is 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
Michael Mayer's better than their third wide receiver, so that's also their best. That's the best way their offense performs is getting 2 tight ends on the field, 2 receivers, and letting Zamir White bang.
Good God, I have Devontae Adams, Zamir White, Jacoby Myers, and Michael Mayer.
You're living.
I think I need a shower.
You're alive, man.
This is a $20 Millie Maker.
Round 20, John, I'm going to show you the best players available. I'll let you guys talk it through.
Click wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Jesse, you take it away.
We are up in 1 pick here. We're going to round this out. Probably with a receiver.
Matt Damon, it's Bo Melton.
No.
Or I like Malik Washington a lot too, but Bo Melton's fantastic. He's a lot of fun. Fits our Packer stack.
What's the build?
I don't mind Kendrick Bourne either, honestly.
Is he still up there?
Yeah, he's the top receiver available. I don't know what to think of Bourne because he was really good last year. He was really good, but he's an older guy coming off ACL. But I think round 20, what do you got to look?
I'm alone on this. I think I like Josh Reynolds as wide receiver 3 for the Broncos because he had a fine year in Detroit last year, but then against the Broncos, they're going to suck. So
Jesse, you got 5 seconds.
Yeah, I got a queued up guy if it goes to 0. I'm just taking Chase Claypool.
Woo!
all right, who we taking? Kendrick
Follow your
Bourne?
heart. Favorite receiver on the board.
Should we do Seattle, Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota?
Jake Bobo.
Bo Melton is really the only one that fits anything anymore. But
We just got to go best available. Kendrick Bourne?
sure, I like Kendrick.
Y'all gonna give me Greg Dortch round 20 here for free?
Greg Dortch.
It's not for free. You have to use your pick on him, and so it's not totally free.
3.11, dude, that's free. That is free.
The Greg Dortch stack.
Juju Smith.
Somebody took Juju.
Honestly, Juju could win.
Junior busts, I win this whole league. Michael Thomas.
Fever run to close this thing out, dude.
Gross.
And it felt wrong.
I should have taken Michael Penis.
Quick question.
George. Like the George.
Where does Hunter Renfrow play this year? He's a free agent.
You know,
Who cares? He's gone, dude. He's gone.
Drake's gonna sign him to a mowing contract.
All right, but that completes the DK Millie draft here. Jesse, I wish I could click on your team here like Drafters allows, but let's
scroll through it.
walk us through your team here and tell us how you came about.
It just went off the complete rails, man. You got to kind of correlate. You got to have some playoff success here. So when you start with your team with an Atlanta and then a Raider, kind of pigeonholing yourself a little bit. You want to focus on really strong offenses and kind of build around them. I think Atlanta could be a really good offense, so I managed to get a couple of those guys. Sprinkled in a few receivers I like in the early rounds, so at least I had a stable receiver core. And then I just kind of built out the Week 17.
So I like I love DJ Moore at 3.8 and Tank Dell at 4.5. Those seem like on drafters, those guys are both mid third round picks, maybe even earlier with DJ Moore. But the value on those guys is great. You get autoed CJ Stroud, which is fine because it builds your Tank Dell thing. But you also got tremendous value on Chris Godwin. Like your top 4 receivers are solid.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna let Bijan bang all day at RB1, and then you got Zamir White, Raheem Mostert pitching in at RB2 duties. Jaden Daniels is probably going to score a lot of 20-point games this year, so I like that. And then Dalton Schultz to pair with Stroud is probably a pretty good value there. And then if you get anything out of Sanat, that's great. He's just an upside play at this point, but you heavily correlated your rounds 11, 12, and 13 picks to your build, which I think, in a vacuum, like those guys are not great picks, but on your build, they're great picks. And then obviously Tyrone Tracy. Don't get me started on Tyrone Tracy. He's probably your RB2 from week 7 on. But
I hope so.
There's some good here, and I think was it John and I were talking about Chase Claypool earlier today. I think you grabbed Chase Claypool earlier.
No.
It was Matt. I think it was Matt. I think Matt and I were looking
Oh
at
yeah, the Jared Allen stack. I picked him up.
the Jared Allen stack. You got to grab
Jared
Allen.
But overall, I think Jesse, it doesn't feel good, but this is probably cashing some checks. It's gonna get you at least $25 back.
We'll see what happens.
And Matthew, you take us through to Christian Watson, and we'll let John take it away.
I mean, I was just following your strat, so I just got some great guys to fall. So the first 4 receivers are going to carry us, I think, and then I don't know. I actually like this draft a lot more than my other drafters drafts. So, what about you? What do you like?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. First off, we stuck to, especially early on, really trying to hammer Viking, Packer, Seahawk. The Saints weren't, Saints were helpful in that mix to a degree. Bears were helpful to that mix to a degree. So first 7-8 rounds, we were really, really true to that. Our receiving core, if Keenan Allen survives and, Christian Watson survives the season, our receiving core could be the best in the league. So that's pretty fun. I like our running backs. I think our running back room is pretty, solid, and we tripled up on QBs and tight ends later. So I think we came around pretty stout at all 4 positions.
My most balanced team ever.
Kevin's an A+ in terms of what you guys set out to do with Vikings, Packers, Seahawks, and a little mix of New Orleans. Like you guys have what you're looking for. Like that's such a great top 7 picks. And as we get down here, you guys added Jordan Love. You got a little Jalen Brooks coming on later in the year. You guys can mix in Gus Edwards and Zeke Elliott early. Like your running back room is built really, really well. You also added Luke Musgrave and Taysom Hill, and I like the late round QBs, Geno and Derek Carr. They're both gonna have their 20-point games throughout the year. And then you got some fun darts down here in Mims, Fant, Tolbert. You got to convince me on Madison, but I do like Kendrick Bourne round 20. But I think you guys lining up what you guys wanted to line up, it worked very well for you.
Yeah, all of our QBs and all of our tight ends fit that stack that you laid out for us at the beginning, Kyle. So I'm
just not sold on Zamir White, so that's why I think Madison could take over, or they could split 50-50. So
my opinion on Zamir White is he's a better running back than Rashad White. I think he's going to get the volume that Rashad White got. He might not get the receiving volume because they still have Madison there. They still have Dylan Lobby, who they drafted. But I think of Zamir White as a poor man's David Montgomery. And I think if you're just going to lock in 15 touches a week, Zamir White's a good pick. And you guys got him, or Jesse got him at a decent value there. So I think Zamir White, I think he can do it. The dude rides horses and he's raised on a farm. What are you gonna knock him for?
He's a sturdy man.
He's thick. He's thick, dude. But honestly, every pick I made was the right one except the auto pick. I'm pretty upset about it. I started with CeeDee Lamb and got Devonta Smith to correlate the Philadelphia-Dallas stack. Dak Prescott went way too high at 6.9 for me to do that. So I continued to build out Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, who also correlate with Dallas and Philadelphia. So my first 4 picks were great. I pivoted because Trey McBride's like an early pick on drafters, and I feel pretty good about him being the 3rd tight end off the board. So I just picked the best player that I thought was there because I had a tough time taking a receiver. And then honestly, Deontay Johnson. I think John was under on the 90, but if I said 85, would you take the over on 85 receptions, or are you gonna go under?
I'll go over 80.
So I think he's locked into a really high floor each week with Bryce Young, and he's going to be Bryce Young's guy that helps make Bryce Young look like a competent quarterback despite his size. But then I got the Kyler Murray, Trey McBride built into there. Jalen Warren was a given at 8-11. I was not going to pass on that. And then same with Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel leads the team in receptions this year. If it's not, it's going to be Dalton Kincaid, which is fine. But I think 70 to 80 catches out of Curtis Samuel is in the realms of possibility. I don't even want to say any words about Nick Chubb. I'm pretty pissed off about that because it was supposed to be Zeke Elliott. Like I was supposed to get Zeke Elliott, Blake Corum, Rico Dowdle, and Marshawn Lloyd and feel really good about this running back room because it correlates with my Philadelphia Dallas thing, and Blake Corum also wrinkles into that because I think did you all see the Blake Corum report today out of Sean McVay? I know Jesse did, but did Matt or John?
Nope.
So it's mini camps wrapping up tomorrow. Blake Corum, the dude was basically a veteran going through OTAs, and he basically locked up a role in the Rams offense this season. And I had to lower my Kieran Williams numbers. I think Blake Corum came up to like RB 42 or something like that.
I was watching tape on him. He's actually an amazing player. So. And Kyron is always hurt, so he just like had foot surgery or something, right?
There's going to be a time where Corum's the starting running back, and even if he's not, like he's going to be out there on 3rd downs. He's going to get some volume throughout the week, even when Kieran's healthy. So I think Blake Corum, it's June 13th as we record this. I would bet by July 30th he's probably a 9th round pick. I think he's moving up boards quite a bit, and then honestly. Who the hell knows who's the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys? I think it's going to be a conglomerate of a bunch of dudes, but I think Rico Dowdle's fine. Marshawn Lloyd, Kate Otten mixed with my Tampa Bay guys. Michael Wilson, which we all like Michael Wilson, right?
He's solid, yeah.
Yes.
I think
a great best ball guy.
I think he's like a Josh Palmer type prospect, where he's like a Josh Palmer, Romeo Dobbs, where like he's a good player, but people kind of undervalue some of the things because he doesn't pop in a lot of like advanced metrics, but he's a good player. So I think that's probably a good pick. I got Bryce Young, McMillan, Jasicki, Will Shipley, and then everyone's favorite receiver under 5'8", Greg Dortch.
Light the Dortch.
I do like Dortch too, but I don't know.
Lit.
He could score 0 points this year.
All right.
Kyle, if we were doing more DraftKings, we would single-handedly raise Jalen Warren's ADP by 2 rounds, I feel like, in like a week.
I was talking. Matt and I had a nice draft last night. It was a one-on-one draft, and we talked about Jalen Warren, and he was RB20 last year. Jesse, what's Jalen Warren's RB finish this season?
I'm gonna go RB 16. I feel pretty good that he's gonna have some high end weeks. He's gonna give you some stability, though. I think he's gonna be like a very high end RB2 for you. And if you take him in a 0 RB build, you're gonna be pretty happy with where he ends up most weeks.
I think so. John, Matt, do you guys have any is he gonna be better than he was last year? He was RB20 last year. Does he improve on that?
I think he does, but I still think Najee's going to get a lot of carries. He's like lost weight, and it's a contract year. Contract years, sometimes players do play really good again.
Week 1, Najee Harris is going to get fucking hand-tossed pizza by a linebacker, and Arthur Smith's going to say, no way.
Yeah, I really like Jalen Warren this year. I think he's got an outside chance to finish as a low-end RB1.
Doing my advanced data study, he was top 10 in basically every important metric. It's very clear that he's the better running back between the two, and just having Arthur Smith, who really he mind fucked people last year with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier and all their weapons. Like I honestly think Arthur should be the guy that can see what he has in Jalen Warren and makes him their focal point of their offense, because I think he should be. But either way, look at Jerome Ford finishing RB16 last year. What the hell?
I know, right? I've been clicking him like crazy. He falls so late.
It's a good click.
I like Jerome Ford.
Nick Chubb's going to be healthy week 1 and just be in the top 12 RB.
I mean, here's the case for Nick Chubb, Kyle, in this format. I think he fits the DraftKings format way better than the Drafters format, because if he comes back and is Nick Chubb for the playoffs, and your rest of your team can get you to the playoff, that could be a game-winning or like a league-winning scenario here.
He's literally undraftable on Drafters for a season.
I agree. He's on my do not draft list on Drafters as well.
Yeah, that's 100%. I think the take with Nick Chubb is that he's the starting running back by week 10, and he's all hair and ass as he's plunging through for 5 yards of carry. But real quick, you guys, we're going on about an hour 8 minutes. Jesse, real quick, what's your favorite pick from your draft?
Favorite pick from my draft, round 6, Chris Godwin. Probably the only guy that doesn't correlate to my playoffs, but I think he's going to be a rock there every week. When I need a wide receiver 2 or 3, he's going to be like a staple in my lineup. So, and then hopefully someone at the bottom will pop, or, Adams more dull, but he's going to be consistent. I think he's going to be right there in like the mid-teens on a week-to-week basis.
And so I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but he's going to be lining up more in the slot this year. So I think the gap between Chris Godwin and Mike Evans is too big, where Godwin should probably be a 5th-round pick. He is on Drafters, not so much on DraftKings. So that's probably my pick for you as well. But John, what's your favorite pick on your team?
7-8-9 was kind of a very boomy, busty 3 picks in a row for us. I feel like we kind of swung for the fences to some degree with all those picks, but I'd probably say Brooks. I like Brooks. He's a little bit unknown to me still, but I think if he hits, he could be I mean, he's also got RB1 potential a little bit.
I mean, just like what you said with Nick Chubb, dude, by like week 10, 11, 12, like you could be like thinking, oh my God, why didn't I take him in the 8th round and let someone else grab him in the 9th? So Brooks is very good. He's just fresh off of ACL. But Matt, with that, what was your favorite pick on your squad?
Probably DK Metcalf. I just, you never know with him. His upside is always top 10. And to get him in the 3rd round, it's always great value.
So the one thing that I like about taking Seahawks this year is you have a built-in like emergency safe with Sam Howell. You know that if Geno Smith's not playing well, you're going to go to Sam Howell and everything's going to be fine for fantasy. It might not win games with Sam Howell, but to me, taking Metcalf, Lockett, JSN, the running backs, I don't know if there's a difference between Howell and Geno Smith. I think they have 2 starting quarterbacks there, so I want to lean into Seattle. I think this year because I think they're going to be 7, 8, 9 wins. They're not going to be great, but they're going to continue to play well for fantasy. And then for me, I think my favorite pick is it's probably Jalen Warren. It's honestly both Jalen Warren and Curtis Samuel at that turn. Like that's such a sweet value where I'm getting, to me, a top 20 running back at least. And then I do think Curtis Samuel is probably a top 36 wide receiver. I get him as my wide receiver 6. So those will be mine. Jesse, any final good thoughts for the people?
Yeah, man, I think it's important to, if you're doing best balls, do some sort of ADP study between drafters, DraftKings, Underdog. Look at the differences because you can, if you think one is sharper than the other, you can really find some crazy values. I mean, we hardly ever do DraftKings, and we were like astounded at some of these ADPs. So you can definitely zig in certain, if knowing what the ADP is going to be like, you can zig when other people are zagging.
That's great, John. Any good thoughts?
It's a great point because I was definitely knocked off my feet by a couple ADPs, but no, it was a good draft tonight. I think we all accomplished some good stuff.
I'm upset that we couldn't get John in the lobby too for just an extra layer of takes and builds and different Week 17 correlations. But
Bame and I worked good on the fly there, though.
Is this what it's like when you and Jesse are, talking through Dynasty stuff? Is this what it's like?
It's you get in the zone.
It's always good with a twosome because you guys can bounce ideas off each other, and usually you guys end up making the better pick between the two.
I never would have taken Jonathan Brooks just because it's kind of like my golden rule to never take a running back off an injury. So, I don't know. It's just my thing now.
Breece Hall begs to differ, though. Breece Hall.
He took a while though.
Did you? I know Jesse saw it, but there's a little bit of rumbling on Javonte Williams maybe being not the running back 1 there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
yes.
So that's the thing is usually running backs off an ACL, they're going to suck that first year back, and then that second year there's a chance for them. It already seems like Javonte Williams has been hopped by Jaleel McLaughlin, who if you're not drafting with me, please take Jaleel McLaughlin. He's one of the best clicks I think right now in that 14th, 15th round range.
Yes.
Jonathan Brooks is kind of what it seems like is he's cut from the Breece Hall cloth, where he's going to come back strong. And the fact that I don't remember who raised it up, but he was the first running back taken in this year's draft. Like people were fine with it. And the fact that the Panthers, it was John. Like the Panthers took him at like 41 or 2 overall. Like that says a lot that they're good with the surgery and if he 2025 we're probably talking about Jonathan Brooks as being a top 12 running back. So Jesse, go ahead.
Age matters when players get injured. Age matters in recovery timetable, how they come back from an injury. Age plays a big factor into that. So
how old is Nick Chubb?
22.
No, Brooks is 20. Yeah, Brooks is young. Nick Chubb is 28. So I'm a little concerned about Nick Chubb.
I'm very, very, very concerned about Nick Chubb, and as a result, I've been drafting a lot of fucking Jerome Ford.
So what's funny is I'm upset about the old Nick Chubb that I got auto drafted, and instead I wish I had a 30-year-old Ezekiel Elliott. So
at the end of the day, Jonathan Brooks is 20 years old. He'll be 21 in July. So this guy is basically a kid still. Like he's rubbery as hell. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
And his competition is Miles Sanders, who they've already basically cut, and Chuba Hubbard, who has been he's been your veteran RB2 for how many years?
I don't mind Chuba. If you need Chuba out there on a week where no one else is out there, he can do the dirty work. But I think I mentioned it to Jesse and maybe John earlier earlier today. It's really easy to get Jonathan Brooks in the 8th, 9th, and especially on drafters where it's an accumulation long event. I think it makes sense to pair running backs, whether it's Tony Pollard and Spears, Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. I think that's where that starts to look really fun. But on DraftKings week 17, what if Jonathan Brooks is the dude getting 25 touches in a game? That's what excites me. But Matt, final thoughts for the good people?
No, nothing else. Just wondering if you're going to write an angry tweet to drafters about that Nick Chubb pick. So
honestly, John,
I clicked it. It probably took a second to load. And
I think John talked me off the cliff, man. DraftKings week 17, dude. If Nick Chubb rumbles week 17, I'm making some money. So, and honestly, is Ezekiel Elliott going to be alive week 17?
No.
Who's more likely to be the starting running back week 17, Nick Chubb or Ezekiel Elliott? I think it's probably Nick Chubb.
You getting a Rico save that entire
right
that whole play. It worked out nicely.
Zeke aesthetically probably would have looked better on my build, but I think at the end of the day, I'm taking a dusty old running back. It doesn't really matter who it is. So we'll have fun with it, but that's going to do it for us tonight. It's Thursday night. Happy Father's Day to everybody here. We're not fathers, but
that we know of.
One day.
Whatever. That we know of. I think that's probably the best way to say it. John's at least got 3 triplets somewhere. But either way, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I do see we've got 7 people on, I think, Twitch, maybe Twitter watching. I didn't go live on YouTube, but the Twitch is live tonight. So
what's Twitter? Never heard of it. You mean
Twitter?
All right. Relax.
XXX.com. Look it up. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight and spending time with a few idiots. But every I think Wednesday nights going forward are going to be the night. We'll probably pivot back to drafters next week. And then if anybody wants to sign up to do some ESPN mock drafts, the people are asking for it. That'll be another discussion. But either way, have a good night, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.